Welcome back to the show. We'll give you all the NFL news you need to know about this first news story. Chris Johnson re-signs with the Arizona Cardinals. This article is by Zach Links of Pro Football Rumors. This offseason, head coach Bruce Arians has appeared to be content with Kerwin Williams as the primary backup to superstar David Johnson. Apparently, that's not quite the case. Johnson will now compete with Williams, Andre Elliott, and the fifth-round pick TJ Logan to be David Johnson's main understudy. CJ2K, 32 in September, is coming off a rough year, which ended with a groin injury. It was his second straight year to be cut short by injury, but it's important to note that he only missed one career game before first signing with Arizona in 2015. Johnson has 6 1,000-yard seasons, including a 2,000-yard campaign, and three Pro Bowl nods on his resume. But the Cardinals are just hoping that he can offer reliable production in a support role, regardless how the Cardinals view him. Johnson will be fighting hard for significant carries. Quote, "I need to be involved," the Speedster said in June. Quote, "At this point in my career, I don't want to sit on the sideline. I want to get in the game." Already had one spot on the 90-man roster, so they will not need to release anyone to make room for Johnson. So this is great news if you're an Arizona Cardinals fan. Chris Johnson, he's been very productive throughout his career. I think everybody thought he really didn't ever live up to the expectation after that 2,000-yard season, but he's been a very good running back in the NFL for a long time now. In the 2015 season, when the Cardinals went to the NFC Championship, he was a big reason why they even got there. During that season, in the regular season, before he got hurt towards the end of the season, he was going to win Comeback Player of the Year. He was one of the best running backs in the league, and then obviously David Johnson took over as one of the, had a great rookie season as an Arizona Cardinal. But Chris Johnson, he still can get it done every single Sunday, and I'm excited to see the Johnson and Johnson running back combo again. This next news story, Panthers' Trey Turner agrees to an extension. This article is also by Zach Links of Pro Football Rumors. It didn't take long for acting GM Marty Hurney to get to work. The Panthers have agreed to an extension with the offensive guard, Trey Turner. Quote, "Beyond excited today," Turner tweeted. Quote, "Thank you to Mr. Jerry Richardson and the Panthers family. I'll be a Panther for 4 more years." The 4-year deal is worth $45 million, with $20 million guaranteed, a source tells ESPN.com's Adam Schefter on Twitter. The deal gives Turner a yearly average of $11 million a year, and will enable him to be a free agent again at the age of 28. Turner's new deal gives him the third highest yearly average of any guard in the NFL. Next year's guard market will likely see the top guys eclipse Kevin Zeitler's $12 million a year average. So it's a solid deal for Panthers from a cap perspective. Meanwhile, Turner should be in position for another mega deal, another mega contract, just as he enters his prime. So this is a great news if you're a Panthers fan. Obviously, pass protection was a problem for the Panthers last season, and that's the reason they fell to 6-10 coming off of a Super Bowl berth. But I think, a lot of people forget they dominated the NFC South for many, many years, and the reason they did that is they had a really good ground game. In 2015, they had one of the greatest running attacks in NFL history, and that's because they have a really good interior to their offensive line. They have Trey Turner at guard, they have Ryan Khalil at center, and then they have Andrew Norwell at the other guard position. So that interior is almost it's probably third to second to the Oakland Raiders interior of the offensive line. So it's really, really good, and it's good that they locked up one of their best players on the team for many years to come, and that interior should be great for many years to come. This next news story comes from Connor Bryan of Pro Football Rumors, and it's concerning Le'Veon Bell's contract situation. In addition to detailing Steelers running backs Le'Veon Bell's long-term asking price Wednesday on NFL Network, former teammate Ike Taylor said there's a strong possibility Bell will hold out of training camp, per Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk. Given that Bell hasn't signed his $12 million tender as the Steelers franchise player, he's under no obligation to report and wouldn't face any punishment by staying away. Bell could therefore take a cue from Chief Safety Eric Berry, who was unhappy with his franchise designation last year and didn't show up until the end of August. Taylor noted Wednesday that Bell wants money that reflects his production as both a superstar runner and a number 2 receiver. Bell confirmed as much Thursday, telling Jeremy Fowler of ESPN.com that he's seeking a contract well in excess of Bill's running back LaShawn McCoy's league-high amount. Quote, "I make plays in the pass game, blocking, doing everything," said Bell. "I'm arguably the top running back in the NFL and the number 2 receiver on the Steelers." So this is an interesting story that's been going along for a while now, and I reported on it last week in my NFL news update. But I think Le'Veon Bell deserves more money than Big Ben and Antonio Brown. I think the offense flows through him. I think it starts and ends with him. And he said something really, 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 I think people need to take into account on this situation. He wants to get paid to progress the running back market for running backs. He wants to get paid so all the other running backs can get paid down their career. And he makes a great point. He has to further the running back market, and I think that's a really good point. And it's a really good thing that he's doing that for the running back market. Like I said, I think running backs in today's game get a bad rap because it is such a high everything's passing now. All the rules are set for you to pass the football. Makes the game more exciting, obviously, but I think running backs are still a very big part of football, and you can't get to the Super Bowl without great running back production out of the backfield, and you're just not going to get there, in my opinion. When you look at Zeke Elliott, David Johnson, LeGarrette Blount, what he was able to do with the New England Patriots, leading the league in rushing touchdowns, all of those, everybody who won the Super Bowl in the last 10 years have had great production in their running game. So the running back is still extremely valuable, and it's good that Le'Veon Bell is doing this. So that has been your NFL news update for this week. Let me know what you guys think about Le'Veon Bell, Trey Turner, and Chris Johnson, and I will see you guys in the next one.